Let's talk to the political commentator and analyst, Alistair Jones. Alistair, welcome back. What do these new appointments to the top jobs say about the UK's direction of travel?
I think what Andy Burnham is saying is we've got a new way of doing things. I mean, he has purged all the Starmerites, all those who are absolutely loyal to Keir Starmer. They've almost all gone, disappeared altogether, not even being offered other alternative posts. So the likes of Alistair Jones, for example, who'd been the number 2 in the Treasury. So what he is saying is, I've got people who are capable of delivering and appearing to deliver as well as actually doing so. And I think he sees that as being the biggest failure of the previous regime, is that they may have been doing some of the delivery, but they weren't seen to be doing so. And he's got a team here that are actually going to be capable of delivering and being seen to do so.
The appointment of the new Foreign Secretary is coming under scrutiny. What do you make of the appointment of Ed Miliband? And more to the point, what will other countries make of it?
I think the United States are a little wary, Donald Trump in particular, because Ed Miliband is very much a green net zero type person. Having said that, Ed Miliband is actually quite pro-US, a lot more than people realise. And I think what we're going to see is someone who's going to be given a freer hand to represent the UK around the world, where Andy Burnham will want to concentrate on domestic politics. So Ed Miliband is going to be the representative of Britain around the world, and he's going to be engaging with other countries. He knows the importance of China, of Japan, of the United States, and also some of the rising powers in the world, such as Brazil and South Africa and India. So he knows about all of those, and he will be able to engage with many of the governments in those countries, and that will enhance Britain's reputation around the world.
The appointment of John Healey as Chancellor, the Finance Minister, what does that say about Burnham's economic priorities?
I think what it shows is that he's picked someone who has resigned over money, resigning as Defence Secretary because not enough money was being spent on defence. So in some respects, he's given him a bit of a poison chalice. So spend some more money on defence then. You make the cuts. You wanted that money to go into defence, do so. At the same time, he's also suddenly announced a cut on taxes on electricity bills, so the value-added tax that we have, that is now going. So he's suddenly left his Chancellor with a bit of a black hole to fill. So he's rewarded loyalty to him, but at the same time, he's handed over a bit of a poison chalice. What we suspect we will see is a bigger role for the public sector in the delivery of services, and less so being reliant on the private sector, as has been the case for the last 30 or 40 years.
The thing is, you can have your agenda, can't you, Alistair? Governments get knocked off course by what one former Prime Minister described as events, dear boy, events. Stuff happens, Ukraine, the Middle East, an energy crisis, and suddenly it doesn't matter who you've appointed or how good they are.
Absolutely the case, Jamie. I think in this particular circumstance, what other events might we have? So Iran is going to carry on going. The Straits of Hormuz is going to be a huge problem for a long time to come, as is the situation in Ukraine. So the issue becomes, what else might happen next, and how do you, I'm going to say protect yourself from those types of events, but you can't. But how can you prepare to protect yourself? And that's something that the whole of government needs to be trying to work out how to do. Something that's been neglected for the last 3 or 4 governments is this bit of future-proofing. So we weren't prepared for COVID, even though previous governments had highlighted the importance of preparing for any such pandemic. That had been let lapse by the Boris Johnson government. So it's about preparing for what might occur, being ready to respond more swiftly, more adeptly. And I think that's something that Andy Burnham's team are well aware that they've got to do.
Alistair, thank you. The political commentator, Alistair Jones.